Hello and welcome to FPL Daddy, a one-stop video for this season's Fantasy Premier League. Game week 6 has been absolutely epic for me. I now rank 243 in the world. In this video, I'm going to share my performance. I'm also going to share you my picks for the coming game week. But most importantly, I'm also going to tell you why picking Chelsea players is not the best idea right now. So stay tuned and don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below. So let's get straight to the performance of the team. So this game week rank you see here was majorly because of one game where I literally got 28 points from three players. Not only did my keeper get an assist, but he also got a clean sheet, and that assist resulted in my striker scoring a goal. So that was the major reason why my rank actually went up that high. So coming to the performance of the defense, we never expected Brentford to ship three past Liverpool. So everybody had their doubts with Brentford, but they're slowly seeming like the dark horse of the Premier League. They just seem to be scoring in every game they play, especially with Tony. Just tearing apart defenses with his strength and physical ability. So I definitely think Brentford is the team to watch. Coming to Semedo, more than a defender, he seems like an attacker. I wouldn't be surprised if he actually scores a couple of goals in one of the games this season. Livermento again. Southampton has been solid at the back, and they were, unlucky to score that goal at the end. But Livermento is going nowhere. He seems to be a great find in this season's Premier League, especially for the Saints. Coming to the midfield, having Jota finally paid off. So we knew that Firmino was not going to start as he wasn't fit. So I bagged having Jota in the team, and he delivered, which was great. He was in fact a differential pick last week because a lot of people shipped him out. Rafinha again did well. We again knew that he was the main attacking threat for Leeds with Bamford missing out. So that helped, and Rafinha scoring just increased our points. And even he was actually not too sure of making it to the 11 with Bielsa not mentioning about his fitness in the press conference. But we took that chance and it actually worked in our favor. Again, so if you actually notice here, Townsend gave me 10 points. If you remember me telling you a couple of weeks ago, Townsend was literally running the game, and I was very happy to see him on penalty duties also. So a lot of people opted for Gray, but having Townsend gave me those extra 2 points as far as the bonus points are concerned, and he also scored the goal. So he just helped, pushing my rank to a three-digit number in the larger scheme of things. Coming to the forwards, Antonio just seems like the player of the season right now. He was suspended, he came back, and what a way to mark your arrival by scoring in the last moments of the game. That was wonderful. But most importantly, I was really, really happy for Jimenez, especially after the horrific injury, and what a goal he scored. He still ranks in the top three as far as shots inside the box are concerned. I backed him publicly, and I'm so glad that he actually scored a goal. I hope he scores many more. Actually, the biggest disappointment I think would be Ronaldo. Not just Ronaldo, but the United team. We actually expected them to score a lot of goals at home against Aston Villa, but Aston Villa, in fact, was a better team in that game. And because a lot of people had Ronaldo as a captain, I don't think it affected that much. So we'll keep that data handy whenever we choose we choose the team for the coming game weeks. So coming to the team selection, I will tell you why we should be going for a Chelsea defender here. So most players are actually playing their wild cards right now, and everybody's tripling up, not even doubling up, tripling up on Chelsea assets because they have a wonderful run of fixtures. There is no doubting that, but there are some underlining facts which I think are being ignored by the players. So let me tell you what they are. So as you know that we just have one game before the international break, and after that there are about 11 games in the next say 45 days. So there will be a lot of rotation done, and with Champions League games also coming in, you actually wouldn't be sure of which defender to pick. But I've done the homework, and under Tuchel, the safest bet is to actually have Rudiger. Alonso again is, seems like the more attacking threat. But if you actually want to go for a safe Chelsea option, I would say that Rudiger would be the player to pick. I have Reece James in my team, and it seems like his injury isn't too serious. So that's one of the reasons why I don't want to panic by another Chelsea defender. And actually, coming to the fixtures, if you notice, they're playing Southampton now, which who have just held a clean sheet at Etihad. So you can expect this game also to be a 1-0 or a 2-0 at best. But if Southampton pull off a 0-0, nothing like it. So another reason why I didn't want to go for a Chelsea defender right away was because they're playing Brentford away next. Brentford shipped three past Liverpool, who are, one of the favourites to win the title. So I think it's more of a risk going for a Chelsea player. I'd rather go for a City player whose defense has been the best in the league, and secondly, their fixtures I feel are a better bet in comparison to say a Chelsea defender. So you can just see here, instead of Brentford away for Chelsea, somebody at City will actually be playing Burnley, Brighton, and Crystal Palace, which are great fixtures. So I'm gonna go for a City defender next week, and if James is back, nothing like it. So I'll have Trent. I'll have James and a City defender, and that'll be great. And if I actually go for another Chelsea defender right now, I'll have to break my bank for a City defender later. So I'm still not convinced to take a Chelsea defender, but let's see. But as right now, I don't think I'm going to pick a Chelsea defender. Coming to the midfield, coming to the others, Semedo again is playing Newcastle this game week. Again, I think this is the game week where the points will actually start differentiating players. So what I mean by that is that till now everybody had only one most people picked one captain in the top, say 100k or 500k. For example, Ronaldo last week. But from this game week onwards, you'll have two or three options. So a very good option is United against Ronaldo against Everton, or Lukaku against Southampton. But I also think that Jimenez against Newcastle is equally or even better if you compare them to Ronaldo or Lukaku. And I'll tell you why. Newcastle currently have shipped in 14 goals in the last 6 games, and they are the team who've conceded the second highest shots in the box. So I see no reason why I shouldn't be picking a Wolves striker who are just starting to get back in the groove. So that's my thinking behind actually having Jimenez as the captain. And as you know that Arsenal also have been really doing well, and I got White in, so he completes my defense along with Livramento and Semedo. Coming to the midfield, it looks a little tricky here because Everton's playing United, but you do have to pay attention to the fact that you just can't keep changing players at an expense of a -4. That literally means that that guy has to provide an assist for you to just not feel the pinch of the 4 points. So that's a tough thing to ask. So I'd rather back Townsend to score against a United team who's without Luke Shaw and who's also without Harry Maguire right now. So this will be Everton's best chance to actually score, and he's not going anywhere in my team. And if you actually paid attention to the Champions League games, Firmino was back. He came back and scored a couple of goals. So I don't think Jota's gonna play anymore in that position. So that will actually be my transfer for the week. I'm going to ship out Jota and actually get an Arsenal midfielder, Saka to be more precise. Let me just do that. One moment. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, so if you actually notice Saka's fixtures, again, really good fixtures, and he seems to be starting each and every game. So I'm gonna go with Saka. Even though you can also go with Odegaard or ESR, but I'm gonna go ahead with Saka because he seems to be the senior most attacker in the Arsenal midfield right now. And I mean, and I think the lesser we speak about Salah, the better it is. He's just going to be there in the team till the Premier League ends, I think. So he's going nowhere. Coming to the attack, see, Ronaldo is playing Everton, and I don't think that's a bad fixture at all, especially at home. United will be hungry to come back, and Ronaldo just scored a winner in the Champions League game. So making Ronaldo the captain, I don't think is a bad option either. And as I just previously mentioned, Antonio seems to be the player of the season right now. So he's playing, I'm not sure who. West Ham is playing Brentford at home. Yeah. So, I mean, Brentford don't have a great defense. And even Antonio, I don't think is a bad option to be picked as captain. Another reason why I didn't pick Lukaku for captain was, if you actually look at his stats, he's blanked in 4 out of 6 games. So, I mean, I'm not really sure uh, if it's the right thing to do. And in fact, if Jimenez actually gets us the points, it'll be a great differential. And it's not that Lukaku is the problem here, but I think Chelsea's midfield has been extremely lackluster. So that's my thinking behind not taking Lukaku right now. And the way this team looks right now, I can get a City defender the next week, and the week after, I can get back Lukaku when they play Norwich at home. So, all in all, I still think I'm happy with this team, and I actually hope you guys also found this information useful. So, let me just make the transfer. There we go. So again, I'm going to opt for a 3-4-3 with Science Semedo playing against Newcastle at home and White with Livramento. These 4 complete my defense. Coming to the midfield, like I just mentioned, Townsend, Saka, Rafinha and Salah are my midfield. In fact, even Rafinha I think would be a good choice to be captain. So as you can see, there are multiple options as far as captains are concerned. So you can go with either, but I'm going to go with Jimenez as my captain in this team. So thank you all for watching, and I hope I do better than this week.